guys, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. We're gonna be doing some spaghetti with meatballs today. Usually if I'm in a hurry, I just get frozen meatballs, but today I'm gonna show you how to make actual meatballs. So you can toss them in the Instant Pot with Son's spaghetti and also some of my favorite spaghetti sauce. It's the Hunt's garlic and herb spaghetti sauce, or you can make your own. Just make sure the measurements are completely alike. So we got little Minnie Mouse here. She's gonna help us mix all of our ingredients together. She's gonna help us mix all of our ingredients together to make the meatballs. Yes. So bear with me as she is learning. All right, so I went ahead and I defrosted some ground beef, and it's about 1.5 pounds of ground beef. And we're just basically gonna put all these ingredients into a big bowl like this, like Haley has. Where's the fork? Can I go try to? She's tired, barely. You're gonna go ahead and add 2 eggs. All right. You're gonna also add, where's my, half a cup of panko or breadcrumbs. I'm using the Italian style, so half a cup of that. Panko or breadcrumbs, guys, either way. I have both, but I want to get rid of this. So half a cup of the panko. Haley, you want to start mixing like this, okay? Despacito. Aguanta aquí esto y aguanta aquí. Duro. Ahora mix. No haga reguero, okay? So half a cup of the panko. We're also going to do some onion powder and some garlic powder. I'm going to do half a cup of onion powder, or you can do just half a cup of chopped onions as well. But for the sake of being easy, half a cup of onion powder. Oh, yeah, this is it. I almost thought I put garlic powder. And we're going to do 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. I know that it seems like a lot, but you want to make sure that between the breadcrumbs and everything and the eggs, it gives it a good whole. Okay, that's it. No more. I told you, no hagas reguero. No me toques ahora, Haley. Now we're also going to add 1 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and that will be your mixture for the meatballs. You want to make sure that you mix this really well before you start creating your little meatballs. And I don't do them on the big side because I like it to be more on the bite-sized end of it, but you can do it however you want. So immediately you're going to start seeing that as you start mixing, and you can use your hands for this. I'm not using my hands, I don't feel like getting dirty. And I haven't taken off my rings, and you know what, whatever. Giant meatball. All right, now that it's all mixed in, you're gonna go ahead and start making your little balls. Now, like I said, golf ball sizes, to me, this is way too big. You can also use an ice cream scooper to give you like the right amount. So it's the perfect consistency right now. They're holding in perfectly together like I wanted. And I'm just gonna place them on a baking sheet for now or whatever and just leave them out, put them in to refrigerate for a few hours until Oscar gets home. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And later on, I'll get back to the rest of the recipe. All right, guys, we are finishing up our spaghetti and meatballs recipe now. It's almost time for dinner here. So I had my meatballs already in the refrigerator. They're nice and a good size, and they're still perfectly together, which is what I wanted. So I'm gonna go ahead and place the meatballs at the bottom of the pot. We're not gonna put no liquid in there. Try for the meatballs not to touch each other. They could be together, but not to touch each other because I want to make sure that all the meatballs get cooked thoroughly. So just go ahead and toss them in there, spread them out as best as you can. All right, I got up like 20 meatballs in there. It's sitting at the bottom of the pot. Now, as far as the pasta, I'm using a box of regular spaghetti. Because obviously it is spaghetti. You're gonna go ahead and take your pasta and don't just throw it in there. definitely cut the pasta in half and sprinkle it on top of the meatballs in different ways. So one like diagonal and one, you know, across. You don't want to lay it all on top of each other because obviously your pasta is going to get stuck together and they're not going to cook. All right, so after the pasta, we're going to go ahead and put 3 cups of water, or if you have beef broth, use the beef broth. So this is where the liquids come in, very importante. So 3 cups of the beef broth is what I'm using. After the beef broth, you're gonna go ahead and lay your diced tomatoes on top. And this is a 14-ounce can of diced tomatoes. This is the basil, garlic, and oregano flavored one. So you're just gonna put the tomatoes right on top of the pasta. Just like that. And then on top of your tomatoes, you're gonna put a 24-ounce can of pasta sauce. And of course you can do your own pasta as long as it's 24 ounces or a can. This is the Hunt's pasta sauce, garlic and herb. I buy these by the dozen at Costco because they're so good. And I just don't have time to make my own pasta. So I'm gonna drizzle that on top of the tomatoes and the noodles and everything else. You are not going to mix this. You're gonna let it sit there because this is how quickly it's all gonna cook. So I'm gonna go ahead and close my pot. I'm gonna put it on high pressure for 9 minutes. That's it. If you want it more on the al dente side, go ahead and put it on for 7 minutes, I would say. But I like my pasta already cooked, so 9 or 10 minutes is the job. So I'm gonna go ahead and put your vent on seal, and we'll get back to it. When it beeps, go ahead and do a natural release because you don't want to overcook your noodles, okay? I mean your spaghetti, not noodles. All right, guys, we'll be back. All right, guys, so my Instant Pot beeped. It's now been releasing air for the last 3 minutes. So it's almost done. I'm gonna pop this bad boy open so you can see what it looks like. So move out of the way. All right, ta-da! See how all that liquid has risen? Now the meatballs are all the way down there and they're nice and cooked. You're just gonna go ahead and start stirring and you're automatically gonna see that your spaghetti is ready to go. The meatballs are sitting at the bottom. You can bring them up on top, but I like to keep them at the bottom because I know they're down there instead of having to dig. But look at that, guys. Delicious spaghetti with meatballs. Super easy. The kids love, love, love this stuff. And this batch lasts me a good 2 days. So yeah, enjoy, guys. You're gonna love it.